Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. Welcome if you are new. It is my favourite video to film. It's an empties. This will probably be the penultimate empties before I move out. There'll be one more empties and then after that will be a new background. All things going to plan. So, if you've never seen one of these videos before, effectively you gather all of your makeup, skincare and hair care empty products, and then you come together and you go through all of your empty products and say whether you'd repurchase them, whether you'd avoid them, whether you liked them, whether you loved them, etc. And the idea being, because you finished the whole thing up, your opinion's pretty solid. So, should we go? This is my little basket. The basket itself is from Primark. It's like 4 or 5 years old, so I've had it for some time. Feel like I need something in front of me. One sec. When we move, I've decided we really need like little nesting tables. So we've got little side tables we can just like move around the house without having to move the entire freaking coffee table. I'm gonna pick the first thing off of the top, which is the Monday Smooth Conditioner with Shea Butter Conditioner. If you watched my most recent Project 10 update, monthly favourites, etc., you'd have seen this was in there because I freaking loved this. As like a really simple, no frills, affordable hair conditioner, amazing, absolutely loved it. I have tried the matching shampoo, but I had a backlog of shampoo and not a backlog of conditioner, so I just picked this one up to kind of catch me up and tie me over. I loved it. Big fan. Would definitely repurchase. If I pop it there, I'll be able to gather them in the background. For reference, some of these things were gifted or in PR, so if they are, I'll put a little something on the screen so that it's kind of obvious. But this is the Perfecto Hair Crush Gummies. Got sent this in PR. These were fine. I have to say, I think I notice these kind of things more with my nails than I do with my hair. I actually don't feel like I notice a huge amount, and I notice more difference in my hair when I use things like hair oil, hair serums, than I do with like a gummy. These were delicious. I probably would repurchase them if I was in the market for a vitamin tablet thing, but there's always a bubble bath in these empties. I'm sure there's probably another one in there somewhere. I usually go for the Radox, albeit at the moment I'm using Imperial Leather. It just does the job, you know? It's like a really lovely no frills bubble bath. These Radox ones, when you get them on offer, they're like £1 or £1.50, but I tend to rotate between this one and Waitrose do an own brand bubble bath, which is like a very similar price, and that's also delightful. So I tend to rotate between those two, but bubble bath, it does the job. Now this is a favourite, and finishing this was honestly such a sad day. This is the Sunbum SPF 30 spray-on sunscreen. This has converted me to the life of a spray-on sunscreen, and it is not the most cost-efficient way to buy sunscreen, but if you're looking for the ease, if you're lazy and you want the easiest way to apply sunscreens that is not a barrier to wearing sunscreen, spray-on sunscreens are life-changing. And this one was actually pretty solid. I have to say, although it's only SPF 30, I never ever burnt while this was on my body, and I would 100% repurchase. I've bought like a small one just to get me through the rest of the summer, but then when that one's finished, I'm definitely going to buy that one again. We've got my shampoos. This is the Christoph Robin Colour Shield shampoo. I bought this when I was using a hair gloss on my hair and it was giving it like a little red tinge. Now that was years ago and it's just still here, so it's fine. I probably wouldn't repurchase, but partly because I just don't need it, you know? I've got the Frank Body Whipped for Your Convenience espresso scrub. This was fine. I don't think I'm a massive body scrub person. I think it's because I don't wear fake tan, which is the usual time when you would use a body scrub. This one was fine. I enjoyed it. It was a bit messy and there were definitely ones I enjoyed more. I freaking loved this, and if it wasn't for the fact I had a massive backlog of face washes, I would 100% repurchase this. This is the Bioma Jelly Creamy Jelly Cleanser. Honestly, so good. This brand as a whole, if you're looking for a very nice affordable, but like slightly pricier than say Simple or Garnier, but like still very, very reasonably priced. Bioma make some incredible products. I've tried their cleanser, I've tried their toner, I've tried their eye cream, I've tried their moisturizer. I think that's it. Maybe even a serum, quite a lot. And everything I've tried from them I've been super impressed with. And I also love this, so would 100% repurchase. Just not in the market for it at this particular moment in time. I finished the Nooks excuse how much I'm about to butcher this word. Huile Produces. Believe it or not, I've married into a French family and I really should be learning French. But let's gloss over that and pretend that never happened. This is one of those multi-use oils. I first started using it as a hair oil and absolutely hated it. And then I used it as a face oil and I also didn't like it very much. But mixing it in with your body cream, honestly, it came into its own. And then I suddenly have this newfound love for body oils, which I'd never had in the past, like ever. And now I am in love and I don't think I'm ever going back. Would I rebuy it? I mean, it's very expensive, probably. I don't know. I mean, I've got a few body oils to get through first. But I would say that's definitely the best one I've tried. But I've tried about 3, so yeah. Got another one of these body baths. There's a little bit of makeup in here. We've got the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Setting Spray. I used this on my wedding day because it's such a great setting spray, and it's because it both sets your makeup incredibly, but it also just makes your makeup look really plump and really fresh. I freaking love this. Would 100,000% rebuy it. I'm just currently on a makeup spending ban. But when I move and I do that big first makeup shop, 100% on the list. I've got one of these little face masks. This is the Jigot Green Tea Real Ampoule face masks. I don't necessarily think they do anything that your serum or your moisturizer don't. They're just quite pleasant, you know. I finished the Murad Hydrodynamic Ultimate Moisturizer. I liked this. I had a really pleasant time using it. If I got another one, I would definitely enjoy my time. I don't necessarily think it would be my go-to, and if I was in the market for a moisturizer, I don't think this would be the one I reach for. We've then got the Glow Recipe Papaya Sorbet Enzyme Cleansing Balm. This was so nice. Like, if you find, there's obviously loads of cleansing balms on the market, but if you find some of them a little bit hard and they take almost a bit too much work to soften them, this is like soft from the first point of touch and then it just gets softer. So I feel like this is more of a like an oily consistency than some of the others on the market. So if that's what you really like, you will absolutely love this. If you prefer a slightly harder balm, avoid this at all costs. But yeah, I had a really pleasant time using this. It is expensive, and so I don't necessarily think I will rush out and rebuy it, but I do think it's one of the better cleansing balms that I've tried. Speaking of Bioma, this is the Depuff and Brightening Eye Gel. I don't necessarily think I'm the biggest fan of this kind of packaging for an eye cream. I think I prefer the little tubs, but that's like such a non-complaint. I did actually really love this. I mean, I don't think I need to like rattle on about this brand any longer. Big fan, would repurchase. I've got the Way Scalp and Body Scrub. I use this as a scalp scrub rather than as a body scrub, and it's fine. I really don't think it's needed. I really don't think you need a scalp scrub. That being said, if you have a kind of hair type where you need that, fair dues, off you go. I have like a very normal hair type, so I just don't need it, and I just wouldn't repurchase it. I've got another Way product here, and this is the Detox Shampoo for all hair types. If you use a lot of product in your hair, now I'm talking about hairspray, mousse, any like those kinds of like styling products, and you just need to get your hair super duper clean, this is actually amazing. This is also from Way, similar to this. We've got the Yardley Bluebell and Sweet Pea moisturizing body mists. Now these won't last ages. They're not the kind of like perfume that you'll spray and like 6 hours later you can still spray it. But if you get somewhere and you're a little bit hot and you just want to like get the smell of the tube off, or you just want to like have a quick refresh, These are amazing for that, and they smell delightful. So I always keep one on my desk, and then the minute I get to the office, once I've got off the tube, I've walked through London, I'm a little bit hot, I spray one of these on, and then I can like sit, and then my perfume comes through later, and I freaking love them. I would repurchase, but actually Yardley sent me a top up, so I don't need to. But if I did, I would. Right, we're getting into like the little bits and bobs now. So there's a couple of makeup empties in here, which I will hold till the end. Yeah. So the next product in here is the Summer Fridays CC Me Serum. This was fine. Like, honestly, I don't necessarily think I noticed a difference using it, not using it. Don't really know what to say, to be honest. We've then got the Esper Optimal Skin Pro Moisturiser. Now this was like the most liquidy moisturiser I think I've ever used. It did the job, I liked it enough. I don't think I would repurchase it personally. The Glow Recipe Plump Hyaluronic Cream. I feel a similar way to this as I feel about the Esper cream. I had a nice time using it. I probably wouldn't buy it personally, but if it's your favourite, like, I didn't have an unpleasant experience. I just didn't, it just wasn't worth it, you know? I've got the AHC Essential Real Eye Cream. Fine. And then the last skincare product, this is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen SPF 30. I have repurchased the full size of this. It is one of those sunscreens that for the first 5-10 minutes, it does feel weird. It's got like a really unique texture that I don't necessarily think other sunscreens have, which can take a bit of getting used to. If you don't like it, then you're not gonna like it. But when it settles and it's like actually on your face, I haven't had sunburn since I've used this, and I was never a daily sunscreen person, and now I am. And for that reason, I mean, I've got to love this brand, right? Daily sunscreen use was not a thing I partaked in until I discovered Supergoop. So thanks, Supergoop. That sounds like a really cheesy ad. And then we've got the makeup empties. Now, I'm not going to go into these in too much detail because they were in Project 10 Pan, but here they are. We've got the Rare Beauty mascara. Liked it. I probably would repurchase if I'm looking for this type of mascara, like the whole big bushy wand type, but I wouldn't say it would be my go-to. The mascara I do want to repurchase is the Byredo Astronomical Mascara. This was more of a plastic wand, and the length that you got out of this mascara was insane. Freaking loved this. So they're the two mascaras I used up. I also used the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer and the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Brightening Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Eye and Face Micro Powder, and the Beauty Bay Eyebrow Pencil in the shade Buff. I'm putting these three things together because they didn't offend me. Like, I used them, they kind of did their job. I wouldn't tell you to go out and buy them. I don't think for any of these three, to me, were like good enough that they will enter my like repurchase selection. And then I've got the little tiny pencil. This is one of those NYX, I don't know what they're called. I can't even get the lid off to like tell you. This is just a NYX lip liner. I actually really enjoyed this, and if you're in the market for like a cheap but really good lip liner, they're not too drying, they're relatively long lasting. Yeah, if you're in the market for a lip liner, I actually think this was pretty good. And there you have it. The basket is now empty. These are all of my empties. I sped up a little bit as we got through because the camera is currently overheating. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.